haters' comments. It makes me laugh how they just don't want to give me credit when credit is due. Okay. I have literally been right about everything I've been saying, but they want to play a game because they can't admit that the Apefather is very smart. I'm a very smart man. I'm a good looking man, even with all this hair. But everything I said has been coming true. Again, I'm not a financial planner. Look, let me make that clear. I don't give financial advice. I'm an entertainer. But still, even though I'm an entertainer, I said there was going to be multiple rallies of AMC and GameStop. I said this before the first GameStop rally. Okay. And now they're all trying to make it seem like I have no idea what I'm talking about, right? You have no effing idea what I'm talking about. See, the only thing with Morant's rants is this. Morant bases everything on fundamentals. He's a fundamental guy. I said this in the video I made. When I did the live stream with him, he's like, look, the short squeeze to me is a bonus. I'm just about fundamentals. I base everything on fundamentals. He gave the analogy of when you go to like get a gift set at Macy's and you buy the shampoo, the conditioner, the soap. The bonus, if they give you some cream, you know what I mean? To whatever you want to do with that cream. You want to polish your bowls, whatever you want to do with that cream. The cream is the bonus. So to Morant's rants, the short squeeze was the bonus. He did destroy me because Detective Pikachu, look, Back to the Future, how you doing, brother? Back to the Future will tell you, okay? I said this clear as day. I would have a debate with Morantz right now and destroy him. I had a point that GameStop and AMC run together. This is the first time we spoke. How could you deny that the two? Now, granted that AMC doesn't do as well as GameStop, but I always said it's around 10%. If you watch me very carefully, it's doing a little better than that, but I would say it's around 10%. So, in other words, if GameStop is at 100, according to my estimates, AMC will be at 10. So it's actually doing a little better than what I'm stating. But Morantz felt that there is no connection. Morant's rants feels there's no connection at all between AMC and GameStop. And anybody who still feels that way is the dumbest mother effer on earth. If you actually still feel that there is no connection between AMC and GameStop, then you are the dumbest low IQ mother effer on earth. We have now seen several cases, and I want to be clear, this has not been one case. We have seen several cases that when GameStop goes up, goes up, AMC is green. Okay. When GameStop goes down, AMC goes down. Okay. Now I understand you could say, well, it's a coincidence. A coincidence is when something happens once, maybe twice, not every single time. Every single time, just in recent days that you saw the GameStop run, you saw AMC follow. Okay. Every time. And anybody who wants to dispute that is just not in touch with reality. You're not watching the charts, okay? Because they're literally simultaneously going up, okay, together. Okay. So now here's the thing. That makes me right. That makes Morant's rants wrong. That's it. Because Morant's rant said, as clear as day, there is absolutely no connection. This is his, we call me Shirley. He says, if you think that there is a connection between AMC and GameStop, I'm going to start calling you Shirley. I started calling him, my Michelle, because I was right. Okay, hold on a second here. Well, there's more. It's not that they behave the same, Manuel. There's a connection. See, you notice. I feel bad for a lot of you people because you don't understand. There is stuff going on right now that has nothing to do with fundamentals. Let me try to be clear. There is stuff going on that has nothing to do with buying power, with apes, with retail. There is stuff going on behind closed doors that unfortunately we have no power. This is one of the reasons I hate the stock market. I'm going to tell you one of the reasons why I hate the stock market. Because in my opinion, it's not fair. In my opinion, it's corrupt. In my opinion, it's rigged. How do you explain? Okay, let's talk about this. So we have the major GameStop rally, right? Going back to 2021. Okay, let's go over this. Let's do the timeline. Okay, then you have the AMC rally to 72. Okay, then all of a sudden it's like a dead goose. Both plays go down to the bottom of the ocean, Luca Brasi style, and remain at the bottom of the ocean for approximately 3 years. Then now suddenly out of nowhere, Roaring Kitty comes back after 4 years. Okay, Roaring Kitty comes back, and all of a sudden there's all this action. This guy's laughing, Manuel. Listen, you don't understand something, Manuel. Manuel, You want to always go with the simple explanations. That's what you want to do. Everybody wants to go with the simple explanations. Okay. And you want to know what the funny thing is? It just shows that you're uneducated. No offense. Okay. No offense. Okay. Stocks don't go from like zero to like $500 like GameStop did in 2021. That was a bait and switch setup. Okay. You guys are so stupid. You guys don't understand. You make it seem like this is an everyday thing, Manuel. This is what you make it seem, right? like an HKD, right? An HKD happens every day. A stock just goes from zero to 2,300. That's normal daily business, Manuel. That's normal business. That's normal business. The stock goes from zero to 2,300 in one day. We shouldn't be shocked over that. We shouldn't be surprised over that because that's just a normal daily routine. That's how you sound when you talk, Manuel. That's how you sound like when you talk. These are not normal things. These are things done for reasons. Okay? It was a setup. It was a setup. Okay? You're just not understanding that. Okay? Look at what happened. I'll give you a point. Look at what happened after the major GameStop rally. Okay? Retail went on to lose $350 billion. Now, according to all of you people, that's probably going to be a coincidence too, right? That's going to be, hey, father. It's a coincidence. It's just a coincidence that retail lost $350 billion. Okay? Man, you're just not understanding. Listen, let me try to educate you, all of you. Listen to me. This market is not for us. It's not. It is being played by the big boys, by the BBC, by the Billionaires Boys Club, and not to be sexist, the Billionaires Girls Club. The only time that retail makes money is if you're lucky enough, listen to me, if you're lucky enough to once in a while catch a piggyback ride on their transactions. You understand? You ever hear the expression called the right place in the right time? So if you're in the right place at the right time when some kind of a major move is happening and you jump in, then you could take a piggyback ride. But if you think for 1 second that this market is fair, you have no idea what's going on. You have no idea what's going on. They suppress buying power in the dark pools, halts. Okay, trust me when I tell you it's not fair. It's not fair. And if you believe it's fair, God bless you. That's all I have to say. You go to a place called Bellevue. Don't be afraid when they put the white straitjacket on you. Just accept it with open arms. With arms wide open. It's not fair. It's not fair. Listen, I don't know what the deal is with Roaring Kitty. Let's talk a little bit about Roaring Kitty, okay? So this guy plays the Missing in Action Dale game. We haven't heard from this guy in 4 years. Missing in Action Dale, Dale's Garage. Guy, not only does this guy come forward, but he comes forward with a blast. He comes forward with a shock that he's holding. And I do understand call options, bull breaker, you idiots. Okay, this is another idiot here, this guy, bull breaker. You don't understand call options. Okay, Keith Gill needs $240 million, okay, if he wants to friggin' exercise his options. Did you understand that? Did you understand that he has 120,000 call options? Okay, each option represents $100 a share at a $20 strike price, okay? That means that Keith Gill needs 240 million effing dollars if he wants. Do you know that? Okay, that you keep breaking my balls. Are you aware of that? And so this guy's always breaking my balls. No, I'm just trying to make you understand. He's telling me I read all his comments that you don't understand call. I understand how call options work. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. See, once again, ball breaker, you like to put words in my mouth. This is what you like to do. You like to twist what I said. I said that he has until June 21st if he wants to exercise his options. Now you're twisting that and you're turning it to something I didn't say. He needs $240 million if he wants to play ball. He doesn't have that. Now, here's the thing. He has 5 million GameStop shares, but he's making it clear he doesn't want to sell it. He's making it clear he's in GameStop for the long term. His cash position is only like a little over 20 million. So he does not have, as of right now, he doesn't have the $240 million, okay? Stop putting words in my mouth. But anyway, here's the bottom line. I understand everything. Ball breaker, I'm a millionaire. You're not a millionaire, okay? I am smarter than you. I am more handsome than you. I am more exciting than you. You are nothing compared to me. What's up there, Crypto Sniper? The thing I wonder about with Roaring Kitty, though, is why now? Why after 4 years does this guy come out and just say, I got 5 million GameStop shares, I got 120,000 call option, GameStop, expiring June 21st. Why now? Like, what made him do it now? I don't know. It's just like what Gordon Gekko says. It's either you're inside or you're outside. That's it. You're either inside or you're outside. And that's why I hate Wall Street. I hate it. I hate the stock market. I only play with small money and I'm doing very well. Listen, see, I'm not playing with options. Options to me are very risky. I like shares. Okay. And all I can tell you is this. You could all confirm by my videos. I started talking about GameStop at $16 a share. Okay. Listen, it's very simple. You don't have to take my word for it. You watch my videos. I started talking about GameStop at $16 a share. These are the facts. Okay. I started talking about DWAC at $14 a share before it went to 80. Okay. So it's like, look, you could all hate me and you could all say whatever you want to say. I am calling things right like a mother effer. I am calling things right like a mother effer. Like a mother effer. And Back to the Future knows it. See, all of you people, you're just haters, but Back to the Future could confirm to you, okay, because he watches all my live streams and he watches all my videos. I started talking about GameStop at 16. This is before the first rally when it went to 80. This is before the second rally when it went back to friggin' over 50. This is before the third rally that it went over 60. See, Back to the Future, he says it true. You see it? Are you all looking? True. Okay. We're not even including DWAC. DWAC 14 to 80. Then when it became DJT, 20 to 50. Okay. I mean, I'm like a friggin' machine here. What are you talking about? I am like a machine. I am calling things 100% right. You know who's not calling things 100% right? Marantz Rants. Okay. Marantz doesn't want to admit it. Even AMC. Look, I know you guys don't want to. Look, I understand all of us want AMC to go to $100, $200. I get it. But the fact is that AMC had some runs too. AMC at one point went over $11 a share. It's maintaining its green status, over $6, over $5. Hey, you take it. Look, we talked about this. We all want to hit grand slams. We all want to hit home runs, but sometimes you got to settle for the singles. Sometimes you got to settle for the doubles. I just explained to you how call options work, Ball Breaker. I went through the whole process. Okay, and the bottom line is Keith Gill needs $240 million to exercise his call options. He doesn't have $240 million. I mean, unless I don't know what his plan is. I explained it perfectly to you. I don't know what else you want to hear. He doesn't have $240 million. I don't know unless he's looking to sell his GameStop shares. His cash, if you look at his cash position, this is what he posted. His cash position is slightly over 20 million. So he can't exercise the call options. He doesn't have the money. I don't know. I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know what his plan is. At first, I was thinking he was hoping that GameStop would go so high that he would sell his GameStop shares. But then ultimately, you're a psychopath, Detective Pikachu. Everybody has my friggin' address. Relax. I get calls from the churches. They come here. Everybody knows me. Jesus Christ, the Latter-day Saints. Relax, Detective Pikachu. What's up, Dan? 1220. So, look, I'm not going to be doing long live streams here. I just wanted to make a point. Okay, let's talk about Marantz Rants. Okay. Marantz Rants said to me that AMC and GameStop are not connected. This is what he said. He says there's absolutely no connection. AMC and GameStop, they do not run together. They do not fall together. Well, he was wrong because we have seen several cases, not one case, not two cases, but several cases of AMC and GameStop running together and falling together. So there is obviously some sort of a connection. And it goes back to my original thought, which is I give it what's called the 10% price ratio. If GameStop goes to around 100, I feel that AMC would be around 10. Now, if you think about it, when GameStop was at 80, when GameStop was at 80, AMC was over 11. So I'm pretty much right on the money. I mean, it's okay. It's doing a little better than what I said, but I'm pretty much right on the money in terms of what I'm saying. Okay. Moraines thinks that everything that's happening is because of fundamental reasons. Listen to me. Anyone who thinks that is a psychopath. There's nothing fundamental happening here. This is stuff happening behind the scenes. You understand? This is stuff going on. Look, Adam Aaron never opened up the books. We have no idea if there are synthetic shares. We have no idea if there's anything naked shorty going on. I'll say it's alleged. We don't know. See, there's a lot of assumptions going on. There is a lot of assumptions going on in the stock market. All I can tell you is this. These two plays were dead gooses. They were dead gooses for like 3 years, and suddenly now there's action happening. What's up, More Money Investing? I know these people are idiots. More Money Investing. It's like these people, not only do they not understand how options work, they don't even understand how they think the stock market is fair. This is what all these people believe. They think that we're dealing with a completely fair system. There's nothing to worry about here. This is the most corrupt, rigged friggin' system probably in the country. In all the country, the stock market is the most corrupt shit going on. Okay, they don't say, "Oh, this is fair." It's nothing. There's nothing here. Nothing here. Nothing here. You got two plays dead. Listen to me. You got two plays dead as a friggin' duck. Okay, dead. Okay, for 3+ years. 3 years dead. So here's the funny thing. People argue all the time, right? They argue all the time. This is what they say. They say apes don't sell, right? Isn't this the argument? Apes don't sell. Well, then what is the explanation that AMC went from $72 after the 10-for-1, after the 10-for-1 split, goes all the way under $5? Wouldn't that logically mean that apes did sell? Isn't that the logical conclusion? Because everybody said, "Oh, I didn't sell. I don't sell. I'm diamond handing. I'm diamond." Okay, so then how do you explain all of this? And now how do you explain out of nowhere after 3 years you're seeing friggin' GameStop going to 80? Then it goes back down to 20. Then it's going to 50. Then it's going back down. Then it's going to 60. And AMC is over 11. How do you explain all of this? How do you explain all of it? Yes, I'm in GameStop. I'm in AMC. I just don't want to tell you my positions, but yes, as well as DJT, as well as some other plays. Okay, so this is the thing. Okay, how do you explain it? How do you explain it? I'm going to tell you what I feel. I feel that this whole thing is a setup. This is what I feel. Okay, so it started with the illusion. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. It started with the illusion that we beat the hedge funds. This is what the hedge funds wanted us to believe this. They wanted us to believe that we beat Melvin. Okay. Isn't it funny? Like, think about this, how Citadel lent $2 billion to Melvin. Nobody talks about this. Remember, what's up, Joe Sparacito? Here's the Godfather himself, Joe Vito Sparacito. But isn't it funny? Joe understands all of this because Joe was in AMC right from the beginning with me. Okay, he understands this. Isn't it funny how all of this stuff is playing out? Okay, so it starts off, right? We all think there's going to be the Moaz. Remember that? AMC to Pluto. Okay, so it starts off where Melvin gets crippled, right? Melvin is gone. Okay, they're out of commission. Citadel has to bail them out, give them friggin' $2 billion. This is the illusion that we are beating the hedge funds. This is exactly what they wanted us to believe. Then what happened after that? We know what happened after that. All these plays collapsed. All these friggin' plays collapsed. I'm trying to make you understand all of this. They collapsed, okay? And they were dead for 3 years. Retail lost $350 billion in 2022. People have lost so much money that still to this day, most retail investors are still down on their portfolio. Approximately 20 to 30%. So now it's happening again. It's happening again. These are traps. You got to be very careful. That's why I talk about the first hit split strategy. First hit split strategy. Look, you got to stop swinging for the fences. You got to stop it. You got to stop. Look, I used to be the same way, and it only got me hurt in my life. It only got me hurt in my life. I was always swinging, like when I was in Our Lady of Grace, they used to call me swing for the fences LaBoy. I used to always swing. I didn't want just a friggin' home run. I wanted to get the bases loaded. I wanted a grand slam. Okay. This gets you in a lot of trouble in life. okay? Because you see the volatility of these plays, right? You see how volatile they are. 1 minute, this friggin' play is at friggin' $60. Next minute, it's at $20. And if you don't play it right, you could be left holding the bag, and you could be left in a disaster position. You could be left in a disaster. So that's why don't be greedy. I started talking about GameStop at 16. Okay, it already had multiple runs. It had multiple runs. It went to friggin' 80. It went to 50. It went to 60. Let me read more money investing. There were rumors that someone is pulling the strings with Roaring Kitty. I don't think that was true the first time, but probably it is this time. Look, he came out of nowhere. Guys, are you all like retarded? Like seriously, listen to me. Are you all like dumb? What would you say your IQ is like in the single digits? Guys, this guy has played the disappearing act for 4 years. He just comes out of nowhere. Comes out of nowhere, does a live stream. And then what happens? The friggin' play tanks. The play tanks. I mean, aren't you seeing all of this? Are you just mentally retarded? All of you. Aren't you seeing what's happening? Aren't you seeing what happened in 2022? Aren't you seeing everything that it's like, you know what I love about all of you people is that you keep saying that the stock market is fair, right? This is what you keep saying. You say stock market is not rigged. The stock, I never talked about GameStop. Crypto Fed, are you nuts? Are you absolutely nuts? See, this is another guy. I can't. This is another guy that's in Fantasy Island, like the plane with tattoo. The plane. Listen, this is the bottom line. Joe Sparacino, listen to me. The bottom line is you can make money in the stock market. It's all about the luck of the Irish, but me and Joe, we're Italian. You got to be careful. If you happen to be at the right place at the right time, when there's all these moves going on in the market, if you could take a piggyback ride on the moves that these hedge funds, because the hedge funds are the house. They're the house. It's time that you all have to accept this. Retail investors are not the house. The hedge funds are the house. And as we know, the house always wins. Okay. So if you could take a piggyback ride on their moves, yeah, you could listen, it's very simple. We saw GameStop go from 60 to 80. Hey, you could have made a shitload of money. We saw GameStop shoot down to 20 and then shoot back up to over 50, right? Then it shot down again and then it went to 60, shot down again and it's headed back up over 30. Listen, obviously there's opportunities to make money, but this is the thing. You can't be greedy. You can't, I'll give you an example. Like if you're holding and you're like, oh shit, GameStop's going to go back to 500 again, you're going to be in a lot of shit. You're going to be in a world of shit. I'm not spreading fun. Everything I'm saying is accurate. Everything I'm saying is accurate, Detective Pikachu. You're just a lunatic. Everything I'm saying is accurate. What's up, Tony from Brooklyn? I'm saying that there's opportunities to make money in the stock market, but it's about timing. It's all about timing. Okay. And it's not about us. This is another thing. You got to get it out of your head that it's retail doing this. It's not retail doing this. There is shit going on behind closed doors. It is being controlled by the BBC, not to be sexist, the Billionaires Girls Club. There is shit going on behind closed doors. Because they don't want to, Dad, you want to know what it is? They don't want to accept the reality. These mother effers think the stock market is fair. They think that there's nothing going on they have to be worried about. Of course, there's a lot. Listen, you got to look at history. We saw GameStop do an amazing thing in 2021. Then we saw GameStop and AMC collapse to the bottom of the ocean. Then after friggin' 3 to 4 years passes by, we see Keith Gill, Roaring Kitty come out of nowhere. Okay, starts talking a live stream. The whole friggin' play collapses. I'm just saying there's a lot of shit going on, and he seems to be the center of all of it. Keith Gill seems to be the center. He's everywhere you look on every news outlet. It's all they're talking about. Roaring Kitty, Roaring Kitty, Roaring Kitty, Keith Gill, Keith Gill, Keith Gill. I'm just saying, be careful. You know what Apefather is saying? Be careful. Well, that's Tony from Brooklyn is smart. Real estate, gold, crypto, 90% of my investments. 10% stocks is a safe bet. I mean, I'm with you, but don't get mad at me, Tony from Brooklyn. I put crypto in that same risk. Don't get mad at me, brother. You know I love you, right? I put cryptocurrencies in the same risk factor as stocks. Okay, in terms of my investment portfolio, I wasn't like this. There was a time in the past where, man, I used to only do stocks. Like I told you, I put up over 250,000 in one play in AMC, like a friggin' lunatic, like a psychopathic Norman Bates lunatic. I'll never do that shit again. So it's very simple. If I'm playing with $1 million, $100,000 will be invested in like crypto, stocks, anything I feel that's risky. That's it. And I don't limit myself. I don't limit myself. If I see a nice play, Barnes and Noble Education, Trio Petroleum, whatever the case may be. Okay. I'll get my beak. I'll get my beak wet a little bit. I'll wet my beak. Okay. But I will never ever go higher than 10%. 90% will remain for the rest of my life gold, cash, and real estate. Gold, cash, and real estate. That's just me. I'm not telling you all what to do, but I sleep better at night. That's the only thing that I agree with Strongman Personal Finance. And I would tell him if we ever spoke again, Chris, I would tell him. I would say he was right about one thing. He said, why do you feel that you have to put up so much money in these meme stocks? If you feel they're going to have these tremendous runs, then even if you had a small position or a medium position, a respectable position, doesn't have to be huge. He goes, you'll still do good. He was right. He was correct. He was correct. I'm admitting it to you. I just didn't have the heart to admit that he was right, but he was right. He was right. You don't have to have these huge, gigantic positions. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion. Strongman is getting divorced? No, I didn't know that. Is that for real? He has a beautiful baby though. Well, the baby's probably like getting older now, 3 years old since I probably last spoke to him. He's switching his channel to dating advice. I bet you it's that car. You want to know why he's getting divorced? It's that $300 car that stunk like shit. I told him, I said, with all the money you have, I told him he has this $300 car that has like all kinds of, it's like yellow friggin' top. Remember, his teeth was yellow. I told him, why don't you take some of that money out of your friggin' index funds? He had all this money and just get a reliable car. Get a reliable car. He's broken up. Well, listen, that's not a good thing to hear. Listen to me. I don't wish anybody bad. You know that, Dad. I liked Strongman Personal Finance, and his wife. She seemed like a really funny lady. Remember, she said I was good looking. She liked me. She looked at me in one of my videos. She goes, "That looks like a guy that takes care of business. That looks like a guy who protects his family and doesn't take no shit from nobody." I liked her. I always liked her. I wish him well. God bless him and his family. I hope because they got to listen. When you got children involved, you got to try to make that work. Okay, when there's no children involved, it's different. You could go your separate ways. Hasta la vista, baby. See you, hate to be you. But when there's kids involved, you got to try to make that work. I hope that they can both make it work. God bless them both. Discord. I don't see why people won't just donate for the V for Victory Apefather franchise. Literally the best idea on YouTube in the last few years. Thank you very much. It's not really donate though. I just want to be clear. But I love you, Discord. It's a super chat is not a donation. Okay, a super chat is like a tip. A super chat is a tip for entertainment purposes only. Well, you see, what I don't understand about people is this: why not test me? Right? You guys are doing everything else, right? You guys are doing the stock market, right? You guys are doing cryptocurrencies. You guys do. Why not have another option? Why not? Why not? Like A, E, A, E, I, O. Use a lot of options, right? In syllables, right? In vowels, rather. I'm losing my mind here. Vowels. I need some alcohol, Jen. I need some alcohol. I said syllables instead of vowels. I'm losing my mind here. A, E, I, O, U, vowels. Anyway, I got to drink a little bit. I need a nice shot. You know what it is? It's dealing with all you haters. You haters, you make me friggin' crazy. You make me lose my mind. Look, Bitcoin, Ethereum, even XRP, okay, it's all good in the neighborhood, but I still consider it risk. Look, let me sum this all up for you. Anything that's risk falls into my 10% risk tolerance level. Anything that's risk. What do I consider risk? Bitcoin, Ethereum, all cryptocurrencies, XRP, AMC, meme stocks, even DJT, GameStop, all of them, Barnes and Noble Education, Trio Petroleum, everything. They're all risk. Okay? AF.X. Check that out. Apefather coin, right? That's what we need to create, the Apefather coin. But listen, I consider it all risk. Okay? It doesn't mean I don't want to be involved in it, and it doesn't mean I'm saying that you shouldn't be involved in it. But you just got to understand, look, one day, you know what could happen? The dollar could be replaced by a digital currency, but the countries could actually possess their own digital currency. This is what you don't understand. And it might not be Bitcoin. Okay. Did you ever consider this for a second? Like what happens? And you're already seeing it that certain countries already have their own digital currency. Okay. And it's not Bitcoin. A lot of countries are outlawing Bitcoin. Okay. And if that happens, then Bitcoin will be virtually worth zero. It will be worth nothing. So don't think that Bitcoin is a guarantee. Nothing is a guarantee. Only thing guaranteed is death and taxes. That's the only thing guaranteed. Death and taxes. Oh, wrong pipe. I hate when that happens. It doesn't matter how much you was off. Ball breaker. Doesn't matter how much you was up. Just went down. The water went down the wrong pipe here. Doesn't matter. He has to exercise the options. He doesn't have the 240 billion. So he's going to watch his account fluctuate. It's going to go all the way up. It's going to go all the way down until this mother effer bites the bullet and exercises his options. But in order for him to do that, he needs to come up with 240 million bucks, 12 million shares. He has to do that. Other than that, it's all imaginary. It's all fugazi. You know, one minute you can look at your account, I got 340 million in it, and then you look at your account and it drops 100, 200 million. I understand that, but you're talking. Look, ball breaker. You know what you're doing right now, ball breaker. Okay, listen. Everything in life is for sale. Even you, ball breaker. I could sell you. You follow me? I could find someone to buy you. Okay, listen to me. But now you're talking about assumptions. You understand? You're talking about assumptions. Okay. Can Roaring Kitty go out there and find someone who's willing to either lend him the money, okay, which they might because if there's a significant profit. No, but but does he actually have a buyer? Does he have someone? That's where the assumption is. Yes, he could sell it, but does he have the buyer? Well, then why didn't he do it yet? Since you're so smart, why didn't he do it? Tell me, Ballbreaker. Why didn't he do it yet? Why? Because you think that GameStop is going to go back to 80 and get 100, right? Well, you don't know that for a fact. You know, this market is not fair. According to all of the due diligence that I've done, there is no proof or evidence that he sold or exercised his options. Okay? If you know more than me, then send me a link. Send me a link if you know more than me. I'm just saying, based on what I've read from major Wall Street players that are following his options, there's no confirmation of a sale. Okay? There's no confirmation. I think that if he sold it, it would be the biggest news. It would be the biggest news out there. Okay? There's no confirmation. Well, Jeremiah, Buck, this is what I've been saying for the longest time. I say that there is a direct connection between AMC and GameStop, and I've been right. Because every single time you see GameStop rip, AMC follows. It's happened several times. There is definitely a connection between AMC and GameStop. And who was the first person who said that? Apefather. What's up there, Paisan? That's what I'm saying, Dan. A lot of people have confirmed that he has not sold or exercised his options. That's right, Discord. I love Discord. Discord is the best. You just got to be careful because, look, remember something in life. You can't trust anybody. You want me to leave you off with some friendly advice. It's not financial advice. It's friendly advice. Look, this guy, Roaring Kitty, You want me to tell you the truth? I don't trust him. You want me to just tell you the truth? The guy came out of nowhere. The guy came out of nowhere. The guy's been gone, missing in action for 4 years. Now he suddenly shows up after 4 years saying he has 5 million GameStop shares. He has 120,000 call options expiring June 21st of GameStop. How do we know that he's not on the other side? How do we know? We don't know anything. And all I'm just trying to say to you is stop. You guys trust too much. You don't trust me, but you seem to trust everybody else in the world. Well, that's what I'm saying, Dan. Dan just made a very good point. Where did he get all of that money? You don't know if he's being bought off. Again, I'll say it's alleged. You don't remember Lou? May rest in peace. Remember Lou said that banks approached him and they offered him more money. Who remembers that one? They offered him more money than he would make on the AMC Boaz. Who remembers that one? That's right. Dan is making a very good point. Dan, is it possible that he's being bought off? Right. Is it possible that Ron Kitty's being bought off? Listen to me. I'm just saying, don't trust nobody. That's what I'm saying. Don't trust nobody. The market is very volatile. In a matter of an hour, you could be up 50,000 and then you could be down 100,000. Okay, this could all happen in a matter of an hour. You got to be very careful. Don't trust nobody. DTA. Remember that. DTA. You know what that stands for? Don't trust anybody. A lot of people, one person I can tell you who never got bought off was me. Remember I made that joke that time when I said that someone came to my house with $1 million and everybody believed it? Teddy Zane went crazy. Strongman Personal. You know what? Strongman Personal Finance might be going through a divorce, Jen.
I know, look that up.
That's terrible. You got to make a video on that. Poor guy. Trey was an honest man. Don't make me laugh. Don't make me laugh. Postman food reviews. Don't make me laugh. Trey Trades was an honest man. Look, God bless him that he served our country. All right. And I always will respect anyone who serves our great country. But Trey Trades was not honest. Okay. Trey Trades made $10 million. You're being sarcastic. Okay, probably. Guy's telling everybody to buy and hold, and he's doing options. He's doing the opposite. I don't know what's going on with that guy anymore. Last I heard, he's been going through very difficult times, but we'll see. Yeah, Matt Cause. You got to listen to my song, Matt the Weasel. You got to look up Apefather. Matt the Weasel. Yeah, Trey's a... I don't like Trey. Trey's a mother effer. Look, he served our country. For those reasons, I always respect him, but let's just say we have our differences on everything else. Anyway, guys, my wife's making some meatballs here, spaghetti meatballs. We got a whole bunch of food. I have a little Italian feast here. I'm going to run right now, but I think I made all my points on this live stream. Don't trust anyone. DTA, that's the most important thing. Don't trust anyone. Always do your own homework. Always do your own due diligence. Remember, I am not a financial planner. No one's a financial planner, and you have to do your own due diligence. Take it easy, Dan, 1220. Back to the future. I will say hello to the family. God bless all of you. I love you, Postman Food Reviews. V for victory. Everything I said in this live stream has not been financial advice. I am not a financial planner, but I am the greatest entertainer on planet Earth and the entire universe. The one, the only Apefather in the house, baby. Take care, Jeremy Buck. I'll be back later. I'm going to be doing a lot of live streams. I will be back.